Welcome to the Kev and Pickle Show, sponsored by Tony's Pizzeria, Park Street, Dundalk. But as we always do, let us introduce ourselves.
Cheer up, little child. It'll turn out all right in the end. You'll see. No, I'm not Angela Lansbury from Beauty and the Beast. I am Kev, and God rest her soul.
And I, of course, am Pickle from Beauty and the Beast. I thought you were going to say Murder, She Wrote.
Well, that's saying it was from Beauty and the Beast.
I didn't know. Like a really old Beauty and the Beast, and she was was she the Beast? No?
No, she was Mrs. Potts.
I don't know who that is. Is that the princess?
No, Mrs. Potts was the teapot.
Oh, no way. She was a teapot.
She was a teapot, and then you chip.
Teapot.
No, she's not. That isn't from that song.
What?
That isn't from that.
So there's more than one teapot in our childhood.
Yeah.
Fuck! I had a yellow teapot in my garden when I was a kid. I fucking loved it. I used to
lift it up.
A yellow teapot toy. You'd open the door and there was like stairs and you'd lift it up at the top. It was like a proper big yellow teapot. Like you have to remember this. It was like one.
So it was your sister's teapot.
No, it was mine.
Boys don't have teapots.
Why not? It's a teapot. I drink tea.
How gay are you? No offense to homosexuality.
No,
it's a bit gay.
Let's get that.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout.
I love that song.
Here's my handle and here's my
Here's my nice.
Tip me over and stick it up my ass.
And stick it up my spout. Right. Nice, Kev. Nice. Well, listen.
Up me.
Guys,
go and and you are Pickle, of course.
Yeah, of course I am Pickle. And welcome everyone to episode number 89, Kev. We are creeping close.
I'm getting fucking tired.
Fuck that shit, man. We are only getting fucking started, so we are. Okay, so Kev, listen. Tell you what. Why don't you tell everyone who's coming up this week's show?
If I fucking check my email, I'd let you know.
This is the fun part, hey. And
I actually, this is the bit I forgot about. I don't usually forget anymore.
No, you don't. You tend to do a really good job at it, Kev.
And that's really big writing this week.
Yeah, I only noticed that. And then there's a really small part as well, it seems, in it. So don't miss that
this week, we're going to be talking about the magic of the Irish women's football team with the World Cup qualifier. Sky Sports, no wonder I cancelled it.
Yep.
Pranks, and as always, plenty more, including our top 5 this week's Pickle. And, of course, our new segment, Dad Jokes. And you have a quiz, Pickle.
I just might have a quiz for you, Kev. And the name of the quiz this week is called How Big Is Yours? Okay? Let's just leave it at that. And we'll get to it later on.
It's bigger than yours.
I told you, you're 13 and then 15 inches of that pizza, Kev. Right. Guys, Kev, what time of the show do we normally do now? We normally do our history.
Bearties and history. But this week we're doing it a little bit different.
This week we're doing a little bit different, guys. It was a horrific thing that happened in our lovely country in Creeshla up in Donegal. Okay. Myself and Kev, this podcast, we want to pass our thoughts, our prayers, our condolences, literally everything that we possibly can to the people of that entire area, to the families, to the friends, to everybody. There is no history this week because it's not important. There's no Bertas this year because it's not important, okay? We just want to have this moment to say this, to give our thoughts and prayers to all of them amazing people up there, okay? It was absolutely horrific what has happened. People just walking into a shop to buy a cake. People just, it's horrible, okay? So instead of doing that, me and Kev now are very briefly just going to have a quick silence as a mark of respect for those we were recording today, which is Thursday. I know every day there seems to be 2 of the funerals on each day. You see it on the news, okay? It's
all the funerals are over. By this goes out, the funerals are over, so let's let them all rest in peace.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a very quick moment of silence, and then we'll carry on, okay? Perfect. Kev, thanks for that, man. You know, that was a random thing that I asked. So listen, right. What the fuck do we do now? I'm so confused now, so I am like, hey.
Kev, how was your week, Pickle? How was your week?
Okay, so my week, at the end of last week, I had my son's 2-year birthday, which is your godson. You were there, and I gave you something, Kev.
Yes, it's some. I had a cup of tea of it the other night. It's a lovely big mug.
I got Kev a mug with him holding the pizza leg arm tray thing going, how do I put it in? and I got that on a mug for him. Hashtag
That's what she says.
She said. It meant to say that's what he said, but Print Express, thanks so much for doing that. Apart from that, though, Kev, obviously James Berto was brilliant. Everything's super. Apart from that, this week,
your son's present. So I arrived.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to almost arrive with nothing to
Yeah.
give your son. So I had to call into the shop beforehand because I was meant to arrive at the latest last Friday. It didn't arrive last Friday. So I had to call in and get something else because I couldn't arrive empty-handed. So they're on the post there. I think it was yesterday. It arrived in the post. Now it's only something small, but something special.
But
so
10 days, me whole, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, come on, like. And yeah, so apart from that, I have to give a shout out to Dollard Renovations here in Dundalk, our beautiful town, Kev. They do stuff. Renovations and bathrooms and doors and like literally numerous things.
They renovate people's houses. That's why they're called Dollard Renovations. They're not called Dollard not Renovate. They're called Dollard Renovations.
There we go, solved. So they were doing my bathroom this week. Okay, so completely gutted, everything out, bath out, sink out, toilet out. Well, toilet didn't actually go out. Everything else out, tiles out, hose the bang. It started on Monday. We're recording today, which is Thursday, and it's pretty much done. And they're brilliant. They're brilliant. They're brilliant.
You only have one bathroom, right? You don't have a toilet on the stairs. Like, so where have you been pissing and shitting for the last week?
Well, I could piss in the toilet. Pissing was grand. Like, sure, you can piss in the toilet, just pour a bit of water. There's no flush to it, so you can piss into the toilet and then just pour a bit of water in. That'll obviously kind of like sort of stuff out. Wherever.
Where did you shit?
I don't think that's irrelevant. Or I don't think that's relevant, Kev.
Can you not just shit and then pour the water in it then too?
I don't think. Well, it's too late now, right?
No, hold on a second, right?
I don't think so.
So you could, when you pissed in the toilet, right?
Yeah.
You put water in it to flush it, for talk's sake.
Yeah, or just to not make it look yellow, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So why would you not do that with shit?
Nobody told me that I could.
But how do you think? Okay.
But what if it didn't go out?
But that's when you get a bucket of water and how do you think flushing works?
I have no idea. I know you press.
Where have you been shitting?
In walk.
Where have you been shitting?
In walk.
In walk. All the time, Pickle.
Yeah, maybe for a couple of days. Kev, how was your week, Kate? More importantly.
I was at the novena. Absolutely fantastic. I love the novena. It is something special.
Are you wearing a turtleneck?
No, it's a sports top.
Oh, that's all right.
Sorry, I'll unzip it a wee bit. There you go.
That's okay.
So at the novena.
What time did you go? Did you go to morning?
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock in the night.
At night, right? Okay, Jesus, right.
So the candlelit one. So lovely. So many people there. So many people there. So many people praying. So many people just enjoying themselves, singing, and just being part of what it is. Like, absolutely packed. I think every time it's been on for 2 years, so I think people missed it.
Oh fuck! Yeah, it's right. Never even copped that. Actually, yeah,
people missed it, so I think it was a really big thing to get back into it, and it was good. Now I'm going again. I think tomorrow night. So hopefully, it might go to Saturday as well. So we'll see how it goes. But it's lovely. It's so relaxing. It's such a relaxing because you are there for 45 minutes. It doesn't feel like you're at mass as your typical mass, but there is an awful lot more going on.
Okay, good.
Maybe you'll come with me. Maybe you'll come with me tomorrow night.
No, I can't tomorrow night. I have a lovely takeaway with my wife who I haven't seen all week.
Takeaway the other night too.
That was, I have to say, right? We love Tony's anyway, right? But seriously, I ordered I was home from football. It was dead late, like, right? I was like, I'm fucking starving. I was like, I'll have a cheeseburger and with some toppings and a sausage and batter. Do me grand, right? Food came.
A little snack.
Yeah, 2 sausage and batters, a big portion or a big chunk of chips, chicken wings, and incredible as always. Vinny, Angie, everybody in there, fucking incredible. Now, I did have a giggle with them. As everybody would have seen, we reshared their story from last weekend when they played the start of the show. And she was like, there wasn't much else in that show that I could play. Because of the language. And I was like, that is probably the safest part to do is the very beginning. So it is like, but yeah. So yeah, all good. Right, Kev, will I hit you up with a would you rather question.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Would you rather drink a glass of vomit once, right? Or, now this has to be a really disgusting, like, burpee rift, okay? Every time someone says your name. So you could be at a wedding. You could be getting married, and Kev, you're like or something like that, like, right, really, and it's every time somebody says your name. You could be in church. Jesus could be calling upon you, Kev, and you're like or something like that.
Who burps like that?
I don't know. I'm trying to make the like weirdest, loudest sound. I don't know, but that's what I mean.
Burps like that?
Well, you do in this would you rather.
I would rather burp all the time. I am not drinking fucking puke.
Once.
Who would drink puke? No.
No, but it's just once. You have to drink it. Okay.
What insane man would drink sick?
Technically, we know an insane man who has technically ate his own sick.
He didn't eat it. He didn't eat it. He just got sick and I was on his plate and he put it in the bin.
Yeah, the bin be holy. He put it back into his mouth. Never seen a steak look so well.
No, he never did that. No, he definitely didn't do that. What happened?
What's make that noise, Kevin? When you do that noise. Yeah. So right, no bother. No, that was just like I said, I didn't have much time this week. So then, right. So
can we talk about something?
Yes, I hope it's the same thing I want to talk about because I'm fucking angry about it.
I'm really angry about it. Okay, so the Irish women's football team, okay, created history. I'm not a big fan of women's football. I'm not. I spoke about it before. I'm not a big fan of women's football, but the Irish women's football team have qualified for the World Cup for the first time ever in Australia and New Zealand. Yeah. Okay, unbelievable, absolutely tremendous feat for a women's team that was 4 or 5 years ago was changing tracksuits in toilets in Dublin Airport to now become World Cup qualifiers after sponsorship from Sky, sponsorship from Cadbury's, and sponsorship from Abbottstown and FAI really getting behind them and actually believing in women's football.
Yep.
Turned out to be absolutely fantastic. Okay, there was great banter supposedly happened throughout the night. There was interviews happened, and then a video was shared and it seemed to come out that the Irish women's team was singing an Irish song. Yep. Okay,
Celtic Symphony.
Celtic Symphony. And the last part of it, of the chorus is "U are up the ra."
Yeah.
"U are up the ra." Say "U are up the ra." Okay. So now it's not just Sky Sports, but it seems every fucking channel is having a go. Even Brian Kerr, the fucking star, is having a go. That there's no place in it. Like, but the trouble was the Sky Sports. It pissed me off twice this week.
Rob Wootton
was interviewing Katie McCabe.
No, not McCabe. But oh fuck yeah, it's not. That's not who it was. Matuski.
It was. Sorry, I did apologize.
Yeah.
And asking about. Let's not talk about your achievement. Let's talk about the FAI statement. And she had to try to defend. She said sorry once again. I don't think they had to say sorry for.
Nope.
It's an Irish song. And then she said, you should be educated on. Should you be educated about this? And then fair play to us, said no.
That woman is a fucking hero. How, at that point, she didn't flick a switch and to an Englishman about Irish history.
Yeah. Now, this is the fella, right,
Brilliant.
Was interviewed before, not Brian Carney. Yeah, Brian
Barrel.
Carney.
Oh,
Brian Carney used to play rugby league.
Yeah.
And he was questioned about it. And he
For
was
who?
Like, Great Britain. And he's like, I'm going to give you a lesson on geography. And he's like, it's Great Britain and Ireland. And it was Great Britain and Ireland. So this fella has form of not liking Irish people, okay? So let's be honest about it, okay? That this is come out. If that's the case, that we can't sing a fucking song about Ireland, if it says "ooh up the ra," if it says fucking fuck the English, fuck the Brits, I don't give a fuck. Okay, if England can sing "Rule Britannia, Britannia rule the waves," from raping and pillaging and murdering all these people throughout history, you can sing "Rule Britannia." Do you not know your fucking history, Rob? You fucking numpty.
Exactly.
Okay, and then also Sky Sports, okay, brought back a show from David Baddiel and Skinner. Okay, have you seen this picture that's gone out pickle?
No.
Okay, they were taking a piss at Nottingham Forest, right? And it had a picture of which would have been our manager, okay, an actor depicting him, okay, and signing RAA with a number of like 2,500, as if we have so many signings. But it wasn't just that. You had this guy looking as if he had nearly taken a stroke because, unfortunately, our manager has a bit of a dodgy eye. So you this fella going a dodgy eye and looking all fucking weird looking. Okay, so it's okay for Sky Sports to give out about Irish people singing a song, but to take a piss of a man's physical disabilities, and then they also brought out what's his name, the gay guy from something Britain.
Oh, Little Britain.
Yeah, he's now the host of it. I don't know how.
Shooting Stars. He used to do the drums, dressed as a baby.
Yeah, and he's fucking whatever. I don't really like him anyway. The only gay in the village. Okay.
Oh, David Williams.
He came out dressed as Pavarotti to take the piss of our owner. Looking, and he's made himself look fatter. So it's okay for Sky Sports to depict a man physical, not even a disability, physical appearance.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like it's not unless there is maybe some underlying thing that we don't know. You know what I mean?
And also, then our owner looking overweight. I'm sorry, where's your fucking morals? And I'm quite glad I've got rid of Sky Sports because of this, because this is not what I paid for, and it's not what I want to be derived from. Because we can sing whatever song we want to pick.
Yeah.
And Protestants can sing whatever song they can sing. Okay, like they are standing there and they can sing whatever they want, but unfortunately, Irish and Palestinian people don't seem to be able to do this, and I don't understand why. Yeah. And the Ra's been around before, long before. Like the Ra took on the British Army back in the day. So what's the problem?
Well,
that's really all we have to say. But that's all I have to say, because I just think for a man to say you need to be educated on, let's be honest, I've got fucking family in England. They've never been educated on Irish history.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time that BBC said what they're going to do is really go back and check the history so British people can actually see what the fuck went on in this country.
Exactly. So, Celtic Symphony is 4 minutes and 50 seconds long of a song. What loads of things, including the IrishTimes.com did was, right, they made a 17-second clip from a video that was actually 27 seconds long, right? Originally, okay? And the only thing that they put on their story was Up the Ra. Not the bit before it, where it's graffiti on the wall. The bit that they're singing on the original video. If you're going to edit anything like that to make it out that your story has some sort of fucking meaning to it, then you're nothing but a lying cunt, okay? You don't have a right to do articles. You don't have a right to be a reporter. Publish the story exactly what it is. An Irish team made history. The Wolf Tones, an Irish legend folk band, or not folk band, you know what I mean? A legendary Irish band, right? Okay. They sang one of their songs in its fucking entirety, which has a line in it, which is Up the Ra. Now, is somebody going to get 20 minutes into this and hear me and you say the words Up the Ra, take it completely out of context and go, hey, that guy in the village jersey, I thought he was a Protestant. He's not meant to like the Ra, blah, 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 and all that kind of shit. It can take anything out of context.
I would say Up the Ra. I've been at different concerts. I've been at Wolf Tones concert. I've been at a concert where High Flying Paddies, okay, they were absolutely fantastic band. Okay,
High Flying Paddies, deadly.
Oh, right. Pecco, they are fucking brilliant. It's just pure Irish songs. It's just, it's kind of like a more disco version of the Wolf Tones, okay, and absolutely fantastic. And you take it for what it is. If you don't want to listen, don't listen. But the trouble, like Sky Sports, this was the main headline.
Yeah.
On the other day, the main headline. Catch a grip.
Is it because we bet Scotland?
I don't think it's because they feel like that we bombed them.
Yeah, but
but didn't kill any. Did they kill Irish people? Oh, no. Let's not talk about that.
No,
doesn't matter.
No.
Let's move on, Pick up.
Yeah,
because otherwise,
before we move on, right? Yeah, no, but before we move on, right? Does it mean that we're not allowed to sing the song "Come Out You Black and Tans, Come Out and Fight Me Like a Man"? Is that another one that you can't sing? Right, and then the other thing is, you understand this a lot more than I do. Nemanja Matic and James McLean have the same opinion on this, right? That's all I'm going to say. They have the same opinion on this for their own valid reasons, okay? Is the poppy not to do with all the killing that English soldiers did?
All the British Army.
Yeah, including Belfast, Northern Ireland, wherever else. Yeah. Is that not...
Let's be honest, there's still like there's a court case going on at the moment.
Yeah.
From, I think it was Officer 17, I think he's called it. I don't want to get too much into it because I'm not giving the detail about his involvement in Bloody Sunday in Derry, in Cregan. So, like, so it's okay for your poppy. Stick your poppy up your hole. Stick your poppy up your hole.
Yeah.
I'd love someone to give me a poppy and literally I'd wipe me arse with it.
It might sting,
that's my first TikTok that's going to be done for this show. I'm going to get a poppy.
That'll get us some fucking followers, Kev.
I'm going to wipe me arse with the poppy.
James McLean, did you hear that? Well, listen, what about UEFA, though? So UEFA are actually opening an investigation to it. How?
Yeah.
How? I don't get that. And then the other thing is, I don't know who this woman is, right? But I had to pause it on a video today to take a screenshot of it so I could tell you this, right? So she was a former politician or something like that, right? Her name's... It's Maria with way too many I's and way too many fathers, right? Cahill, okay? The FAI should meet IRA victims and undertake victim empathy training. It isn't just a case of moving on. Now, this is the bit, right? I want to talk to you about. Just as when Ulster Rugby undertook to receive training from Women's Aid, the same should apply here. So I just want to clarify that I might be getting mixed up here.
So rape.
Yeah, right. So I'm right. So she's on about the wee guy and his mates who got off. Am I right? They got off with
attempted rape.
Yeah. So she's declaring women celebrating probably the greatest sporting thing that you can do as a footballer, probably going to a World Cup, as the Ulster guys who allegedly, I have to make sure we word this properly, allegedly.
Yeah, because they got off, Pickle.
Yeah, but that is the right thing. That's what she's comparing this to.
Yeah.
Well, then you, my dear, in a snooty looking
fuck
picture,
off.
can go fuck yourself. From the Kevin Pickle Show, go fuck yourself. Right, so Kev, let's move on a little bit, okay? I'm looking for this fucking show and I can't find the fucking thing anymore.
You said something about pranks, no?
Yes, right. Okay, guys. We said we were going to do pranks, and I got, you know what this actually reminds me, because I got one in a WhatsApp message, right? And then I got two sent in email. So I'm going to get the WhatsApp message one first of all, right? This came in from Jamie O, right? So Jamie said, seeing the post about the pranks for the show, about 15 years ago, my brother went through a phase. Now, I have to say, this is not Jamie O who does me tellies now. This is Jamie O'Hare, a Villa man. Love you, Jamie, right? About 15 years ago, my brother, who I think I also know, right, went through a phase where he wouldn't eat gravy. So
gravy?
Yeah, right. Okay. Now, Jamie's
I love gravy.
Yeah, but...
Gravy. I love it on Sunday. Roast turkey, roast carrots and parsnips. It was like a Christmas dinner. It was fucking delicious. And loads of turkey gravy. People don't like gravy. Where are you of them?
Well, it was 15 years ago.
Doesn't matter. My son doesn't like gravy, and I look at him strange sometimes.
Jesus Christ. So me being a wee bollocks, before he got home from football, knowing he was going to shower, I opened up the shower head and put an OXO cube inside it.
Class.
It was carnage, but beautiful. That's class.
I'd lick myself. You imagine having a shower of gravy full of a shower of gravy. Oh, I'd be licking myself. Oh, it'd be lovely. I'd be rubbing myself all over. I'd smell of beef. Oh, it'd be fantastic.
Smelling the beef would be fantastic.
Yeah. Imagine the wife going down and trying to suck your cock and she's like, meaty. It'd be lovely.
I think smelling of beef is this week's episode name, Kev. Right. The next one then that we got was
Oh,
off.
imagine licking your balls, sack. Licking your balls, going la 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 la. Be like, roast beef.
Would you not just eat roast beef instead of licking your own balls?
No, I can't lick my own balls. It's a
No,
big
but
enough balls.
yeah, I don't
But
know. Right.
why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you let someone lick your balls and let the taste of beef?
Yeah, right.
It wouldn't be the same. Wouldn't be the same though as chicken. A chicken stocky wouldn't be the same. A bit chickeny. You'd have to be beef. A strong taste of beef.
Well, your chicken balls look like a chicken, don't they? Is that an expression? No.
What?
Do your balls look like?
You haven't seen your balls in that long. So how would you know?
That's what I'm asking you. I don't know. Is there something about if you hold your Mickey up, your balls look like a chicken or something? No, or am I getting mixed up here?
The dangly bit underneath.
Yeah.
The chicken.
Maybe that bit, yeah. But again, I haven't seen it that long. I don't fucking know. Right.
You're not saying the dangly bit of your balls.
I don't know.
Right? So your balls look like the dangly bit on the chicken's neck.
Yeah, that bit or something. Yeah, I like the gurgle. You know the bit where it goes like that or something. No,
you're thinking of a turkey, you're not.
Maybe. Yeah, whatever the gobble gobble is. Yeah, I might be thinking of that. Right. The next one then, right, sent in by Jerry was. This is shorter than the other one I'm going to read out because the other one is a fucking long one, right? Sold out U2 show in Dublin about 10 years ago. I put my mate's mobile number on Gumtree saying he had 2 tickets for sale. The first day, he got calls and texts from America, France, Germany, and Ireland. It was insane. He had to turn his phone off completely for about 4 days. Fucking love that, right? And that's one of mine because I remember about 10 years ago, we were in Vodafone. Whether it was Oxygen or it was one of them like weekend shows, right? I'd have work
probably would have been
whatever you call it.
Would have been Oxygen.
Yeah. So I could have work at 4:00. We were walking, and I said, "My phone is there. People ringing me.
Ringing.
What the fuck?" And they were like, "Answer it." And I was like, "Hello." And they're like, "Oh, I see. You have tickets for like, say it was auction, like for auction, like a whole weekend, like a camping ticket, or whatever it was." And I was like, "No," and they're like, "Oh, but it's online." And then the next number got another number, and we were in, I think, Masons or the Phoenix. Then later on that night, my phone hadn't stopped, and the lads were like, "Yeah, we did that," and I was like, "Use absolute cunts." And then Jerry, my main man, right? This is a long one, Kev.
That's what she said. Okay.
Yes. Right. Prank. Many, many moons ago, I was with an ex-girlfriend, and herself and her girlfriends decided to have a girls' day in one of the girls' house. The house.
Do you ever think when they have a girls' day, it's just lie down and finger each other for the whole day?
No. I'm more like Chandler and Joey are friends. They're definitely in jammies having pillow fights, and that's it.
I want them to think of literally going to town on themselves.
Well, I would like to think.
Or have like a masturbation race.
Yeah, a masturbation race.
Yeah,
wow.
See who can come first.
God, how can I put that into the title of this week's show? Who can come first? I love that. Who comes first?
But like they're all like 4 of them lying in the bed and just a flicking the bean, like, and it's like,
you need to stop watching porn, right? Okay, seriously, right? Because that's definitely something that I've seen.
Think about it, right?
Of course I fucking do. This is great. I can shout tonight because there's nobody else in the fucking house. Of course I think about that.
Then they're flicking the bean and let's race to whoever's going to come. What a thought.
Wow, what a thought is right. Back to Gerard's story, sorry, okay? So it was a big ass house down the Point Road, which is in our town of Dundalk, where the living room was on the 2nd floor. The girls all smoked, and that meant they would have the back door open, no puns intended.
Hey, put the back door in. Put the back door in, boy.
So that they could come and go. So me and a heap of the guys decided that since we weren't invited, that we would sneak around when it got dark. Back door unlocked, again, no pun intended, Kev, as predicted. Okay, one of the lads went straight into the room under the stairs and turned off the power at the fuse box. All of the girls screamed, and one said something along the lines of, "Oh my God."
And to go off the clothes and started flicking the bean.
That's how you deter people coming into your house. So it is like that, right? Yeah. So, "Oh my God, there's someone in the house." The girl who lived there responded with something like, "Don't be so silly, of course there's not." At this point, I'm trying not to laugh while me and the guys fanned out around the ground floor. We started one by one. This is great detail.
Ground floor.
Well, that's what he said. No, but that's what he said.
Floor.
He said, yeah, because the living room was on the 2nd floor. So ground
floor. Where is he living?
No, well, the first floor is 1, 0 is the ground, and then I don't know, Kevin. I'm
He's
not gonna.
Is he living in a flat or a house?
It's down the Point Road is where this girl's house was. Them houses are built very differently. There's some houses that I remember being in one donkey's years ago, the girl, and it's like you went downstairs and you were upstairs. It was like Matt the Millers in Kilkenny, Kev. So it was. It makes no sense. I mean, you go downstairs and all of a sudden there's a band up there, and you're like, what the fuck? Why am I here? So back to the story, right? So we started 1v1 making noise. One of the lads shouting, slamming the kitchen chairs, all the girls screaming and crying, not fingering. We make
Maybe they were fingering as they were crying.
we make our way upstairs. And I love how this is so long that it had to be breaking into different messages here, right? So we make our ... way upstairs, and the girls are huddled together, holding out their phones with the lights
fingering,
up.
Fingering!
Holding out their phones with the lights on to see who we are, instead of actually trying to defend themselves. They realize it's me and the guys. They are clearly traumatized. We laugh, we eat the Pringles, and leave. 100% true. Was great crack. Jared, that's why I love you and I miss you, man. Okay, I swear to God, I miss the crack with you, man. I really do, boy. Hey, but yeah, I was saying probably one of my worst was that there in relation to like, and it's similar to that other story where it was like come out of work and the phone wouldn't stop for like camping, whatever the most rarest of tickets were for that weekend. I had them, okay. Now, obviously, I only deal now in Garth Brooks tickets, so I don't worry about that anymore. But
take money off people.
Exactly, and then give it back. And apparently I'm a cunt. Right, so, Kev, me and you know each other 33 years, right? Surely me and you, like, I know I tapped you on the shoulder and shifted Claire or somebody, right?
No, it was not anybody.
I don't even remember who that girl is. Who did you think that was?
She was from Knockbridge. She was not who you think of who it was.
But there was only 3 girls from Knockbridge that we used to go with, and I shifted one of them.
But yeah, on that night.
Kira.
No. It was a different girl. She was blonde. It was different. It doesn't matter.
I love how you won't tell me the name.
I can't. I was 16. How am I? It was 30-something years. It was over 20 years ago.
But you know I'm naming the wrong person, so therefore you know.
I know. You're thinking of Claire D. Yeah. It wasn't Claire D because she was not blonde haired.
I don't even know who that is. I know we said this name before, but I don't even know who Claire D is. I think we should ask her to send us a message.
Can you share me? Can you let me share the screen for a second? This is the picture I was talking about earlier on.
Yeah, done. Yeah, done. What picture is this going to be now? Right, so for anybody watching, Kev, that's actually great. I want to talk about something that's on your screen. So that there, right, is something that Sky Sports come up with, right? Yeah. Now, Steve Cooper, who rightly so
is there.
So Dale said, we don't know, maybe that guy had some sort of a stroke donkeys fucking years ago.
It was done to take the piss of.
But even if he had or if he hadn't, it still doesn't make any difference. They're willing to put that shit on TV and class it as being, what, are they not educated? Yeah, are they not educated on how appearances can, like, that's it. If he wasn't as strong a man as he is, that could fuck him up.
Yeah.
Remember Jason Lee?
Exactly.
Sky Sports, Coconut Head, or whatever the fuck it was.
Pineapple Head.
Yeah. Pineapple Head, sorry. Yeah, that fucked him up. And he said that when he retired. That really, really got to him, so it did. Like, have a fucking mind. Give a shit about what the fuck is actually put on the telly, okay? There's people out there that aren't strong-minded, that are fucking weak-minded, so they are. They don't want to be. But it's wankers like that and other people out there in the world who put shit up that they shouldn't fucking do. Whether you're a normal person, whether you're on TV, have a bit of fucking respect for people, okay? Fuck me knows anything can happen in the world, okay? As we just found out this week, okay? Have a bit of respect, everybody. Have a bit of fucking respect, hey? But listen, Kev, which one of them 3 stories is the best for you?
The last one.
Yeah. I thought you might have went with the gravy one.
No, the fingering one.
The finger, yeah, because you adjusted the story.
I just changed the story. But no, the only pranks I ever do is usually on my kids. I scare my kids a lot. I might hide under the stairs and scare them. One day I had a mask. One of the kids had a fucking Halloween mask, and I went outside, and they thought I was upstairs, and I started knocking the windows on the Idas mask, and my daughter took an awful freaked out for a bit. 2.5 hours.
2.5 years.
It was well worth it. It was well. Now, I've seen some of the stuff that's going on at the minute, showing your kids, locking your kids in a room and putting on a scary movie, like a scary video.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Like that's been really mean to your kids. Like they can't get away from it. But no, you usually picking on my kids. But I don't think I've ever pranked you.
I don't know. Like, it'd be hard to imagine that you haven't.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
think I have.
And I'm a complete pussy, like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember I said this on the podcast many, many months and years ago, right? I remember us being in Drogheda at one time, doing a fun house thing and that, and I was petrified. It was really dark and I couldn't find my way, and I grabbed onto your foot and you were ahead of me. And every time you moved, I followed you by holding on to your foot, like, you know what I mean? But no, like, I think obviously pranks, we did love an out radio romance prank. You know what I mean? Like this boy fancies this boy and he wants to tell him that he loves him. You know what I mean? And Michael Gerard would always be like, I'm happy enough to read that out. Not really sure why you did that, but hey, you know what? Thanks for that. But yeah, no, I think pranks like we got sent in. And we got other ones sent as well. We're not gonna spend all day fucking reading them, okay? They are fun. Like that's, you know what I mean? There's nobody getting hurt. Well, them girls maybe a little bit, but like there's nobody getting hurt
by them fingering each other.
You literally need to stop.
This is a fingering episode. I'm telling you now.
This is a fingering episode. Well, listen. Speaking about fingering, right? Is there anywhere, Kev, that you would like to have sex?
Anywhere outdoors.
Because we remember last week we kind of touched on it. So
like I've done it on a balcony. Okay.
All right, Rob.
I've done it on a beach.
I'm giddy tonight. Sorry.
I've done it on a beach.
No, fucking hell! Like in the daytime or nighttime?
No, nighttime. Where else would I like to do it? I'd like to do it on a boat.
Like outside on the dock.
Yeah,
on the
like you know what I mean. Dock. The waves will help you. You know what I mean, the motion of the ocean.
Yeah, but don't be on the edge. Yeah, but don't be on the edge. Otherwise, she could be in the fucking ocean.
Oh, but that's all the fuck it like.
No, but Kev, remember, there's a reason why I called you donkey before, wasn't there? No, kangaroo.
No.
Donkey.
Buffalo.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You can't jack somebody off yet. You know what I mean? Like brave and quick.
Yeah, so can she.
I love it. That's what she said is right. I don't know. Like to me, I just like to have sex anyway. Like
I love how on top of the Eiffel Tower.
Too small. That's also what she said. It wasn't. I thought that was really small when we got up there.
The Eiffel Tower was massive. It's a big area to walk around. Like
no, but it goes. Oh, it gets. It's. You know, like, did you ever do the Statue of Liberty tour?
No.
Apparently, you shouldn't, because it's like a cave.
You can't go into her anymore. You can't get into her. After 9/11, you can't get into her.
No, you could. People were doing it. We were there.
No, you can go over to the island.
No, people were in it. I swear to God, Gracie, that we both know, she went into it. And she's really fucking tall, right? And she was like, do not. Like, I wouldn't have any interest in it anyway. It's like, unless you can actually get her to walk like Ghostbusters, what's the fucking point? You may as well just look at it.
But like, no, the Eiffel Tower, it's quite a big area at the top you can walk around. So you definitely could ride.
Yeah, I think for me, well, as I said, I just have sex anyway, just to have sex. But I think, I don't know why in my head I'm thinking, right? Like a haunted house, right? Okay? So no, let me explain. Let me go a bit more.
I mean, like a ghost train.
Yeah, right.
Like in Scaries back in the day.
Oh, yeah, that was like whatever, guys. We used to have school tours, right? And we never knew where we were going at the end of it, but we kind of always hoped where we were going. And we used to have Jerry.
Betty's Town or
Scaries. And Scaries was always the best, right? And whenever we see we'd always be asking the bus driver, where are we going? Right, don't know yet. Like, you know, and Jerry McCork, God bless him, he used to be driving one time. I remember he told me straight, he was like, don't worry, we're going to Scaries at the end of this day. I was like, yeah, baby, yeah. And it was class. But yeah, the reason why I think it could be good is because imagine, right, they're in there to jump out and to be like, scare you, right? Yeah. Imagine you being deep, right? And they jump out and go like, but as soon as they're like,
and trigger your ass.
Yeah, they're like, and they're jumping. You're actually scaring them, and they're jumping backwards, like doing the opposite.
I'm sorry, if you're shagging someone and they're jumping into you, you're definitely going to scare them with your ass in the air, boy. Fucking hell, that's one big ass.
Hey, look, it's not a bad ass. But no, I think something like that could be fun, like trying to frighten people while having sex. That could be fun. But I don't think I could do the whole public, like.
Or the top of the Ice House Hill. That would be quite fun.
I said that to you last week, and you said that was too public for you and the wife.
risk and reward,
Could you almost many years ago successfully got your cock out to get on Big Brother? Okay, you told us all the story, right? So we know what happened, right? You told us that year, like a long time ago, right? But would you?
You never got me cock out.
You said that's what you did. You just went, "This is me, and I'll get it out on TV," right?
Well, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. But my question was, a setting like that, like a TV show, would you have sex? Not
Yeah.
not this under the duvet crap where you don't know what they're at, right? And they're probably not even riding, right? Would you fully, girl, bloke, consensual, make that really fucking clear? We're talking about consensual sex here, right? Would you, in front of like the world, in a sense, like, would you have any bother? Of course you would, because you have a huge cock. But if you had a normal size cock,
you can. It's just like a porno. I do porn,
but it's live. Porn's not live. Well, some of it is, but not. No, but that's
What's
what I'm asking you. Could you? We're on about having sex in public, right? So you had sex on the beach at night, so there wasn't anybody watching you. But could you have sex with people watching you?
Yeah, I'd love to do. Is it dogging? I'd love to do dogging, let people watch me from the car. I'd do that.
I don't understand dogging at all.
I'd love to go to a sex show. You ever been to a sex show? I'd love to go to a sex show. Like I seen Lucy Kennedy was on the show on the other night about sex, and she was at a sex show in Dublin.
She was at a what? A sex show.
A sex show.
Right.
She was at a sex show in Scotland. No, in Germany. Sex show in Germany. And which is a sex show, and it was quite close to, I think, what did they call it? It was quite close to, what's that famous nightclub in Dublin?
The George.
Couple Face Jacks.
Oh,
and
sorry, that's not what I was thinking.
No, it's not. You don't
No, it really wasn't. I only saw the George a few weeks ago with you.
Yeah.
Remember we drove past it and you were like, "That's the George."
That's
I was
George.
like, "What? That's it?" I was like, "It was fucking huge."
Yeah.
It was literally like the front of a fucking cinema.
Massive back doors. Massive back doors in the George.
You always have to let plenty of people in. So you do. Kev.
Yeah. I would, yeah.
Right. I'll tell you what. Hey, let's take a little break. I think it's time, Kev.
To hear from our sponsors, Pickle.
Yeah, to hear from our sponsors. See, audio people, you get it. Video people are like, "Why did them buy you? Shut the fuck up." Kev, I think it's time for our segment where we have a giggle, terrible jokes. It is, of course, our dad joke section.
I'll go first, okay?
You walk away, man. I am getting mine ready. Go.
What do you call cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese.
Oh my god.
Do you get it? Nacho cheese. Pickle. Nacho cheese.
Yeah. I definitely got that. Hey, Kev. Wow. Hey.
Go.
So, what are the strongest days of the week? Saturday and Sunday. The rest are weekdays. Go.
Why can't you use beef stew as a password on your computer?
No.
It's not stroganoff.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hopefully this doesn't offend anybody. I decided to take up being a Jehovah's Witness. I feel like it could open a lot of doors for me. Touché.
Well, this isn't really that joke, but what's the difference between a hedgehog and a BMW?
I don't know.
A hedgehog has the pricks on the outside. A BMW has the pricks on the inside.
Nice. My wife is always giving out to me for mixing up my directions. So I packed my bags and right.
Don't like them.
Ah, boo!
What noise does a witch's vehicle make? Broom, broom.
Oh, man alive. Tequila may not fix your life, Kev, but it's worth a shot.
Very good. This is the last one for me tonight.
Right.
What do you call a scary bee?
I don't know.
Boo bee.
Wow. Right. I have so many. I'm going to do this one, right? Okay. I got a new dog recently, and he ate a whole bag of Scrabble tiles. Took him straight to the vet yesterday. Still no word yet.
That'll do for tonight.
That'll do for the night.
Right, Pickle, top fives this week.
Oh, we're not doing it last. We'll do the quiz last and we'll do the top five now.
Do the quiz last.
Right, cool. Oh, quick question. Do you ever wear women's underwear?
Yeah.
By choice?
Yeah, I tried them on.
No. Do you ever wear them?
No, I never wore them out. Like, sometimes I say my wife's having a shower.
You'd need granny panties, wouldn't you? Like, you couldn't wear a thong.
My woman doesn't have big nipples, right?
Yeah, that's and we don't need to go into the finer details.
So I'm not going to. No, the very final details.
Yeah.
So I tried them on, like literally the front part of it, right? My balls and cock doesn't really fit in, so you have to kind of squeeze them all around, right? To try to make them kind of sometimes try to fit. Like, sometimes they don't because just ridiculous. But I tried them on just to go, hey, look at me. But yeah,
class. Just had that.
And I can't really put a bra on because I got a bigger back than she does. So I just put my arms in and just have the things just covering my chest. But yeah, that's quite fun.
Yeah, I can't put a bra on either. I've got bigger tits. Right, Kev, go. What is your first R&B, guy? We were asking for R&B. This is Kev. Artists and bands. Is that right, Kev? Yeah, did I say that correctly?
No, I like me R&B. Artists and bands, yeah.
Okay, shoot.
Okay, so I like different types, but one of my favorite, I'm not going to go in too much about his history, but I love his music, R. Kelly.
Oh, man, fuck yeah. Right, grand, okay. We will get into his history.
Love R. Kelly. Love it. No, we're not going to get into
No, we will.
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Love R. Kelly. Just like many of his other followers and so on. But yeah, great singer, great songs, fantastic. Ignition, one of the best songs ever.
I shifted a girl to that. I think I told this story. I shifted a
Next
girl.
To Ignition, Alan up in the prison.
Kevin knows no words to any song. I shifted a girl to that, and about an hour later, she was sleeping with a different guy. So she was in the same house. Weird, right? So
it's kind of this happens a lot with you, Pickle, like snowballing and all that sort of carry on.
That's not my come. Right, so Usher.
Let me hold on. Let me stick my key in the ignition, babe.
Oh Jesus!
So I can what? Let me stick my key in your ignition, babe. Right. So I wonder what he's sticking in now.
A key, clearly.
So I can get this thing started and get rolling, babe. See, I'll be doing about 80 on the freeway. Girl, I won't stop until I drive you crazy. So buckle up, cause this could get bumpy, babe. Now hit the lights and check out all my functions. And cause we get up on this Jeep, we fogging up the windows. We get the radio up. We get all up the back. Wow. We got this shit bouncing. We're going. Are
you gonna do the whole fucking song?
Are we smoking and we drinking? Just tugging it out.
So tugging it out.
Oh,
I think because you're so good at this type of a sing song, I think there's two things that we should do. I know Halloween isn't over yet. Hasn't even happened yet. I don't want to talk about Christmas, but I'm going to mention two things to you about Christmas. I think we should do a Christmas song because you're so good at singing. And two, I think we should turn on the Christmas lights in town.
I don't think they're going to let us do that.
They should, right? I think they should. Imagine all the kids.
Okay, well, we start a petition to let Kevin Pickle turn on the Christmas lights in Dundalk.
I think we have Paddy Mack involved. He's pumping it on the morning time on Dundalk FM.
Tony's Pizzeria.
Tony's Pizzeria. Fuck me. Like, come on. I'm telling you.
Lally's. Fuck, I'm going to Lally's tomorrow.
Lally's probably give them the fucking lights. Lally's Electrical. Flick a switch. He did, Jamie. Give him a shout out. Give the man a shout out. He hooked up last week.
Jamie started me out with tumble dryer last week. So yeah, fair play to him. I ordered it on Thursday. It arrived Saturday morning. It's looking lovely, and the wife is loving the clothes being dry.
And apparently, you are the reason why we are doing this top five this week. So yeah, we love when our fans give us the top five. So I'm going to jump in, but my number 5 being Usher. Yeah.
Excellent shout.
Yes, right, okay. I'm confused what R&B is here, right, with some of these people, right? But Usher, I don't remember his songs. I'm just going to say Usher. No, I mean, right now, I don't remember off the top. I don't need you to talk me through one of his songs again, right?
Oh, my God. Usher.
Yeah, I know he had one really good song.
He had 3 amazing albums.
What? There's no way that man had 3 albums.
About 5 or 6 albums, but 3 albums.
Yeah, that's the
First 3
song.
albums of-
Yeah, that's the one. And My Boo.
Yeah. No, but what my way and 8701 Confessions, Here I Stand. He had a few other albums that was absolutely tremendous.
Well, I'm sticking Usher in there, man number 5, Kev. What's your numero 4?
Michael Jackson. Now, it does seem like I'm going for all these pedophiles. So the next up is Rolf Harris. but no, it's not really Rolf Harris.
Number 1 is Jimmy Savage.
No, Jimmy Savage. Jimmy Savile.
Savile? Who the fuck is Jimmy Savage?
Jimmy Savage lives out the key, I think.
Did I just out an innocent man there? If I did, I apologize.
No,
I
Michael
meant
Jackson.
Jimmy Savile.
I was going to... Gary Glitter's number... No. Michael Jackson is my number 4, okay? And it is Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5. There were some unbelievable songs, unbelievable stuff. You know, so him and not Jimmy Savage.
No.
The key.
My apologies if there is a man called that out there. I
I'm
genuinely,
sure Jimmy Savage from somewhere down the key.
I am
Kevin probably knows him.
I am genuinely sorry for that. Right, my next one is Sean Kingston. Beautiful girl.
Fuck off.
I don't know. It's the first one in my head because that song was on Spotify today, and I thought to myself, "That's R&B, isn't it?" And I looked it up, and apparently it is. So Sean Kingston is my number 4, Kev.
Well, my number 3 was Usher.
Oh, then that's good. So then my number 3.
2.
My number 3.
Your number 3.
Yeah, you don't do it in a row, you cheeky cunt. TLC.
Well, I had them in last week for my pop. So, but I'll allow you with TLC.
Right. Okay. Your number 1 is probably my number 2. Right. So, what's your number 2?
Blackstreet. No Diggity.
Oh, fuck yeah. I never even thought about them. God damn. I take them over Sean Kingston every fucking day of the week.
Yeah,
No Diggity.
Blackstreet was way better.
Bag it up. Oh,
yeah,
I like the way you work it. No Diggity.
No Diggity.
What a fucking
and
song.
It is, really, that is really like, it's just really popping your ass fucking type of song.
I was thinking of not doing a video this week. You know what? I'm fucking doing it now. Because everybody needs to see Kev grinding it, and so to do. Hey, yeah.
That wasn't great. That was kind of me trying to do me. What do you call it?
Twerking. Twerk. How country could you be? How did I twerk? Yeah, even do the upper lip pay. Twerk. Okay. Right. My number 2 is definitely your number 1. So I'll just say it, and then you can talk about them. Boyz II Men.
Boyz II Men.
My number 2 are your number 1, right? So that is your number 1, yeah?
Oh, 100%.
Right, so you can talk about that in a sec. I'll do my number 1, and then you talk about Boyz II Men as your number 1, okay? So my number 1 is the man himself. The man who likes to record himself pissing on girls. The man who likes to lock girls up and make them his slave and act like everything's fucking normal. No, I'm not talking about Gary Glitter, Jimmy Savile, or any of those boys. I am talking about
Jimmy Savage.
Yeah, I am talking about the man simply known as Rapist Kelly. That is Kelly. Okay, he is
leave him alone.
Well, sure, he's in jail. I have no choice. He would probably be my number 1. I Believe I Can Fly. Ignition in the rear view mirror.
Believe
all
I can
that
fly.
Stuff. Yeah.
I believe I can touch the sky.
But Kev,
think about you every night and day.
Of course he did.
I spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can fly.
I don't think this is a fingering episode anymore. I think this is a musical episode, Kev. Now, what I would say is this, Kev, and let's get fucking serious. Like Rob Wootton would like us to. Maybe we should not have R. Kelly, Michael Jackson in our top 5. Maybe we need a bit of education about the history of them boys fiddling people. Or you can grow a pair and actually say, you know what? It's a fucking song. It's got nothing to do with what happened. Yeah, and it has nothing to do with that. Yeah, and it has nothing to do with that.
Well, brainwash or wash them away that just because they did that. The music was still out there. Like, I know music, TV, radio stars don't play as music anymore, but they were music, they were songs. But that was it. But Boyz II Men, I make love to you.
He's singing
like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight. Baby, all through the night I'll make love to you when you want me to. And I'll not let you go till you tell me to.
Tell me to. That is tonight's clip. So literally, Kev, when we finish this show, I am taking that out and I am going, if you guys want to know why Kev's singing this fucking song, you better tune in on Saturday. Are you getting topless? Jesus Christ, he is getting topless.
Love to you. Yes, what a song. What a band. Unbelievable. I'd love to get Buck Snake, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, you don't have to because there's a mirror behind you. We do not need to see that crack. So we don't. Right. So that's our top fives, Kev. Boyz II Men's number one. Jamie, he sang that song for you, man, okay? When he goes into you tomorrow, he's going to tell you that he got half.
And then you got some other songs, but you have other songs that are End of the Road, okay? Now, I know that was played one of my mates' funerals.
Great song, though, Kev. Great song.
Yeah, End of the Road. So that was a great song back in the day. So I know there's a lot of people around the town would know who that was for. So yeah, big shout out to that. Boyz II Men, End of the Road.
Deadly. Right, Kev, how big is yours? That is the name of this week's quiz that we are going to jump our arshigles right into immediately, okay?
Yeah,
so
that looks quite well.
That actually does look well, yeah. So I'm going to get a monarch butterfly here above my kids' names, right? The monarch butterfly.
Why butterfly?
Because the monarch butterfly is the one that's orangey, red, and black or something, right?
Yeah.
But it symbolizes something, right? And back during COVID, when I used to cut my grass, which took 10 minutes every 20 minutes, this butterfly kept showing up. And then I looked it up, and it's to do with some sort of a fucking one of them, like a robin. You know, when a robin comes to you, it's apparently that butterfly is linked. What? I didn't know what you were doing there. I thought you were whipping something around. You know, your headset's still on. This could not end well. Oh, and Kev, come here. It'd be rude of us not to mention we did take part in an awfully shite game of football last Monday.
We did.
Yeah.
Against Villa, yeah.
Wow. Can't wait for us to get cheap tickets to the championship next year, Kev. Really can't. Right. So, Kev, the quiz this week is simply called How Big Is Yours? You might think this is to do with penises. This might be to do with boobs. But guess what, guys? We've already covered all that. All right. This week we are talking.
Usually it is big. We're going to the length of my finger for fingering.
Yeah. So, oh my God, who has the longest finger? Right. So.
I definitely do. Look.
You do. It's shot. No, but like I don't know. Like, could you think again? No, I can't say that. Right. So,
I could finger you from here.
You probably could, but this has been a fucking funly weird episode. So it has. Right, Kev. How big is yours? This week is related to the counties of Ireland. Right.
Right.
We're keeping it clean after the last 55 minutes of smut. We're going to keep it clean, right? So what I've done is, Kev, obviously there's 32 counties in our great state. Is that what you call it, yeah?
Not right? 26.
Nope, 28.
History, Rob. History, 20. Rob.
Yeah, Rob, okay. So what I've done is, Kev, I have the top 8 in to do with...
Have you gone out and measured each county, yeah?
I have. It took a while. I had my measuring tape. I don't know how to use it because it always clips my finger. And I also don't know what a sledgehammer is, apparently, according to Kev.
Right, yeah. On Saturday, he was trying to describe hitting something with a hammer, but only it wasn't just a hammer, it was a big hammer. And he didn't know the word for a sledgehammer, which was... It just shows you how bad Pickle is at DIY and household maintenance compared to when his wife knows all the words for it and knows how to do all these things. But yeah, so you went and measured all the counties.
Yeah, and so what I've done is I've brought us into the top 8 because there's 32 counties and it'll take way too long to do 38, right? So we're going to do the top 8 counties, right? Okay. And we are going to match them off. There's 8 and then 4. And there's going to be a final with 2. So quarter-final, right? So Kev, I'm going to pair them off. I'm going to you to tell me which one is bigger, okay?
So longer or circumference or
the area in kilometers.
Okay, the area. Okay.
Right. So first up is, and I was going to do it in Irish, only for I don't know what half of the counties are in Irish, but I'm going to try. Cunday Cork. County Cork.
No, Corkig.
Corkig. Cork, County Corkig. So County Cork or County Galway, which is Galway.
Galway.
Ah, your answer doing English. Galway or Cork, Kev? Which one's
Galway's massive, but Cork's massive. I'm going to see Galway goes all the way up and all the way down. It's all those islands. I'm going Galway.
And that is the wrong answer, my friend. Okay. The answer was Cork. The next quarterfinal you have, Kev, is Mayo or Donegal.
Donegal.
Again, Kev, you are wrong.
Am I?
Yeah, you really are. I'm not lying, like you really are. Okay, that's 0 for 2, right? The next quarterfinal, Kev, Kerry or Tipperary.
Kerry looks
I fucking
bigger.
think, right? Don't just answer, right? Think.
Kerry's long and narrow. Tipperary. It has to be Kerry.
Yes, finally, you are right. Okay, and in the last quarterfinal you have, Kev.
Yeah, I'm better at dicks and tits than I am with counties.
Clearly, Clare or Tyrone, which would be Tyrone to people. Clare is correct, Kev. Well, it turns out, Kev, not by much. Clare
by how much?
3,450 kilometers area, whatever that means, right?
Yeah.
Tyrone is 3,263. So that's maths that you can do. Right. So semi-final stage, Kev. Oh, man, I'm getting nervous now. Right. Cork, because remember, you got these wrong, right? So Cork or Mayo?
I'm on Mayo.
And you, again, would be wrong. I wish we did this for money.
For fuck's sake, Cork is going to be the biggest, isn't it?
Right, so, no, just so far.
Oh, yeah, no, yes.
No, so far it's clearly not, right? So, Cork
Kerry or Clare.
So, it's going to be Kerry or Clare to face Cork.
Kerry.
In the final.
Kerry.
Well done. So, Kev. Drum roll. The final of How Big Is Yours is the Cork people and the Kerry people, Kev. Who, in the Battle of Munster, is bigger?
Well, I've said Cork wrong twice. So I'm going to go Cork. So third time lucky, Cork.
And you're right. Well done, buddy. Now, I have the other 32 counties. So I'm going to do a big quick giggle with you, right? We know who the smallest county is.
We are. Then I'd say Leitrim.
That's what I was about to say to you, right? If you can give me 2 out of the bottom 8, right?
Leitrim, Fermanagh, Longford. Kilkenny.
No, wow. Kilkenny's 16th.
Yeah.
So
Monaghan.
Yeah, right. So that's not bad.
Monaghan.
So
Fermanagh have to be in there.
Fermanagh is 25th, right? So 7 from the bottom, right? So you're good. So here's to do the bottom for you. Loud.
Okay.
Carlow.
Never thought of Carlow. It's a shithole.
One other county is less than 1,000 kilometer.
Leitrim.
No. Think.
Wexford.
No. It's a big deal to some people, this county. I hate it, though, and we've been to it quite a few times.
Antrim.
When did me and you ever go to fucking Antrim?
Belfast, you dickhead! Loads of times!
Oh, yeah. Right. I was thinking Antrim was the other side. Sorry. No, where did me and you go recently? A big deal.
Dublin.
There we fucking go, genius. So, Loud, Carlow, Dublin. That's the bottom 3. They're all less. They're in the relegation zone, Kev. They are in the relegation zone, just like Forest and soon to be Villa. So it is. But listen, Kev, I think that's a pod show this week. We did our quiz.
That was one of the best shows we've done in a while.
Well, let's hope the people who listen to it also agree with that statement, okay? I wrote down what can only be described as an unholy amount of stuff that I wanted to talk about this week, and I think I got it all. Yeah, I did, actually. Yeah. So, Kev, let's wrap this shit up. Guys.
End of the show.
That was episode 89. That was another pod show from your favorite 2 podcastians, which is, of course.
And so we're going to start this revolution of trying to get us to turn on the Christmas lights.
We are. I don't know how, but I'm going to set something
Paddy
up.
Paddy Mac.
Paddy Mac is the best man. Tony's. Just subtly drop it into like every story, right? And then we'll reshare like we're doing with Zenua, right? Be something like, imagine if the boys turn on the Christmas lights. Wouldn't that be interesting? Remember, Kev doesn't drink anymore.
And if it doesn't happen, right, I'm going to set up my Christmas lights and Pickle, you're going to come into my house and we turn on my Christmas lights.
Fuck me, we'll go live for that shit, Kev, so we will, okay. But I'm only saying it'd be a bit of crack if we did, Kev. And you know what? Might have to start writing a wee jingle, Kev. I'm telling you, I have a jingle in my
We're
mind.
going to turn on the Christmas lights and I'm going to finger your wife. We're going to turn on the Christmas lights and finger your wife.
And-
yeah, it's like that.
And there's so many things that rhyme with wife. You can end it with, that'll be the best moment of my life. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, done. There, Christmas number 1, Kev. Life rhymes with wife. So after you finger somebody's wife, you can go, that's the highlight of my life.
The highlight of her life.
It could be highlight of your life, Kev. It depends who it is. You know what I mean? In fairness, Kev, no, I'm not going to say that. Right, guys. I have UTI, sexual disease. What? No,
One letter. Don't say the letter. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'll tell you afterwards.
You fucking sure you will. Guys, have an awesome week, okay? Get eating food out of Tony's. Get the Kev and Pickle Pizza. It's 15 inches of us two. You're well fit for it. Kev, tell them what to do.
Share the show